Hello, this is the new update starting again um, in the teleport hub for the world. So, a few new things. First, I changed out the pressure plate here for a button for the teleport because I've been working on another project in the underground here, and apparently the Wandering Trader, when it spawns, like, I don't know why it happened, if it has a particular tendency to spawn in there, but maybe it spawned up on the hill and wandered down, but twice it happened that the Wandering Trader stepped on the pressure plate and now suddenly teleported to the teleport hub in the middle of mining. So that was kind of funny. I wish I had recorded that. So there was this little thing here that I had a kind of staircase going down, and for a long time it was just leading out down to the caves down there that generated after the world height was increased, right? And for a long time I didn't do anything with it, and I decided to do something with this. So I'm building this thing. I don't know exactly what the purpose of it is. It might just turn out that I'm not gonna do anything specific with it. It's just gonna be a big room on the ground, which is kind of my thing. I like doing that. But so far I've got this, right? And I think it's looking pretty nice. It's been a lot of fiddling with the terracotta and exactly the space. So it's a very, you can see it's the shape of this is very simple. It's just a big box. But yeah, I have this, you know, I'm trying to make it look nice. And behind this, like I'm going to dig out a bit of a space there and build like the next gate. It's going to be, I'm planning on it to be bigger than this one. I'm going to make it out of like quartz blocks mainly, and then maybe another gate, and then at the end I don't know if I'm gonna put something there or not, but I've had a thought about um, building kind of different villager trading hubs. Like I have the villager trading hall um, here under the island base, right? Which I use for repairing my tools when I need XP, because I can, trade a lot for a lot of XP quickly with the farmers, using pumpkins and melons, and with the some stonemasons for the, all the stone that I keep collecting from digging out stuff. So it is a good way to repair tools. But I'm thinking that I kind of want to build villager, traders for trading all the different kinds of blocks that they have available. So, like, for example, all the different kinds of glazed terracotta, right? So I could just buy them um, for emeralds instead of having to go mine for terracotta, right? So, and I'm thinking of just, putting all of the different kinds of every kind of professional villager in one place would be insane. So I'm thinking I'm gonna spread them out around the world, and this actually seems like a pretty cool idea. So I might put like what would be down there? Maybe stonemasons in that room on the ground, or I don't know, something else. I could do the clerics in, hold on, in the desert palace, right? Why is this not rendering? Why is the render distance so? I must have changed it for some reason. But let me just quickly bump it up, because this is really weird to have it so so close. Is this here? No. Oh yeah, wow, it's turned way down. Okay, down to 12 chunks. I don't know what I must have been doing, but yeah, I normally play in 30. So yeah, that's one idea I have in mind for the Desert Palace, because the build on this is kind of stalled. I haven't really done anything new since kind of finishing mostly the exterior, right? So I've been thinking, what can I do with this space? And I thought, well, if I put like all kinds of, I don't even know how many different villagers of a profession I would need. I'm guessing probably like around 10 per profession. I could do like, 10 clerics in here and try to get all of the different variations of cleric trades or whatever, right? So another thing that has changed. Come on, let's go a little bit faster. I have finished the big dig under the Prismarine farm. Sadly, not the big one under the Desert Palace. That is still in progress. But the Prismarine farm is finished. And here we go. And it goes all the way down. I'm not gonna go down there right now because it's kind of a pain to try to fly up through a single. Okay, that's not rendering. Come on. Load in, load in. Here we go. So the floor down there is like a negative 59 or 58. It's down to bedrock, right? And I think it's all slabs. Yeah, I think I put all slabs down there so it's non-spawnable space. And I put this big pattern on it so it, it would look kind of cool from up here. And, I'm getting... Well, I haven't really spent any time here since finishing the big dig, so obviously there are not a lot of drops currently in the chests, but this project is finished. So it's from the top where I have the guardian statue and the temple, the glass temple, down all the way to the bottom. Looks kind of incredible, if I say so myself. Looks pretty cool. So that's something that I finished, actually, a project that's been finished. I have also been making some improvements, changes to the big castle. Where is it? There you go, second castle. So what's changed here? I think I showed some of this in a previous video, so I'm not going to go over everything, but yeah, I think I changed, added the top to this tower. It should be in the previous video. And I changed the gatehouse towers. They look much nicer now. So what's changed since then? Well, the big gatehouse that was 2 Prismarine towers right there, right? I demolished it. It's gone. It was ugly as hell, and now it's gone. So it was like right here, right? And I built this section of the wall to bring it all together, right? To fully connect the second castle and the third castle together into one build. So this created this big empty space here. Yeah, and I thought, what can I do with this? And I thought, well, I'm just gonna do like a training yard, right? And put some nature in here, put lots of different blocks. So it's not a very, I tried to keep a balance between some variety and just overwhelming block vomit, just using 12,000 different kinds of blocks. I think it came out pretty nice, but to be honest, the only person's opinion that matters is mine when building this world, and I like it. Added a little bit of a stable for llamas. I don't know, I don't really use animals in Minecraft, I don't need horses because Elytra, I don't need llamas because shulker boxes, so very much kind of a, an aesthetic thing, but yeah, I put some llamas. Very nice looking llamas. Next, punch the hole through the gate used to be just, didn't used to be traversable. You couldn't walk through this gate because I had the iron fences going all the way through, so it was closed. Now it's open, and now the courtyard of this castle. Oh yeah, I removed the big ugly window. It was awful. I removed it. Now it's nice. Nice flat wall. So, courtyard. I didn't have a particular idea of what to do here, and I'd rather not do anything rather than force a half-baked idea that doesn't end up looking good. But I thought I could at least put in a floor, and I put in some nice lanterns. This is not for my design. I saw this in a Reddit post. And I thought, so this is not an exact copy. I think that the ones in the Reddit post that I saw were actually taller and used also like anvils in the design. But I think it's a really nice design. So this is inspired by someone else's build, right? I can't take full credit for this because this was inspired by someone else's idea, and I think it's a really nice lantern design. Lamppost, lantern, lamppost, lamppost. Yeah, lantern is like that's a lantern, so that's a lamppost. So yeah, I do like browsing other places for inspiration. Oh yeah, I got a sniffer egg. I went on a long journey of thousands of blocks. Lots of flying around and looking for warm ocean ruins in the ocean, and I finally got myself a sniffer egg. Only one, so I can't breed sniffers because I only have one, and I don't really have the patience to look for another egg right now. But I've got a sniffer, and I'm waiting for it to do its job and give me some of those things that it digs for. But so far, it's been kind of, I don't know. I don't know. Are there some more conditions that need to be filled for it to actually, find the seeds, the plants? I don't know. Like, what do you need, dude? Like, tell me. Like, communicate. Are you stuck in there? You might be stuck in there. Uh, can you get out there now? Well, he's well adorable, but kind of useless at the moment. Um, yeah. So I've had an idea. Oh yeah, I put some a little decoration, cherry tree. I used to have an oak tree up here, but I actually think the cherry tree goes much better with the grays, and I like it. So a little bit of color there. I do like adding color to builds. Um, so oh, you have a kind of a better view of the training art. I think it came out really nice. It's a really big contrast between such a detailed build here and kind of a very simplistic style of the rest of the castle. But I think it goes together really nicely, actually. Gives it a bit of, gives the castle a bit of, bit of life, right? And I don't even mind that the villagers spawned because, I mean, the trader here, like, I like that he's hanging around here. So what else? Haven't touched the citadel yet of this of the castle. I actually have an idea for what to do with it, but I'm waiting for the full release of the Happy Ghast update, which is supposed to come in like June or something. So I know it's available in experimental features right now, but I don't want to break something in the world, so I'm just gonna. I don't enable experimental features on my main world. This one, I just wait for the full release of the updates. So once Happy Ghasts are in, I'm going to turn this into like I'm trying to, going to try to turn this into like a kind of like a parking station, you know, for Happy Gas. If I can figure out how to do that, I don't know. That's an idea that I have, and I think I want to try to make it work, and I think it might end up being really cool. If Happy Guests are able to, that I can, park them in a spot that they will not wander away or despawn or something. If I can, I don't know. I'll see how they work, right, once they're in the game, in the June update. And then in this building, which used to have a horrid interior that was awful, now it has a nice interior that I like. So this is just, just a whatever. Enter, and continue on through the Battlelands. But there we have this room, which I decided to turn into like some guys, some adventurer dudes trophy display, right? I thought that was a neat idea, although kind of did the same thing in the first castle already. But I don't know. The pots with different shards and just pretending that he stole some obelisks or whatever from some desert. Maybe he stole them from the desert temple. Perhaps that's what happened. And he slayed the dragon, so he's got the dragon head. And then this place, I realized I haven't used paintings before in my world, so I thought, oh, that's a great idea for like a display of some hoarder adventurer who's like collecting all the cool stuff that he finds in his adventures. And I thought, I'm gonna just put all the paintings in here. So I think that actually gives the room kind of a cool look. And the last room here, gotta open the double door and close it. I have just like storage, and this is, I think, the only piece of armor with a trim that I have. I don't know if I applied it or if I don't know if mobs spawn with armor trim. Maybe I just applied it as a to see what armor trim looks like. So there's a piece of armor with trim, and I don't have armor with a trim on me right now. I just I just don't see the point of applying it if I'm wearing the armor right now. Maybe I'll go for it in a at a later date. But right now I'm not really interested in armor trims at the moment. Maybe later. Maybe later. So I have, I put some storage in here. Of course, like fake storage is supposed to be just like decoration stuff. Oh yeah, so this guy has some of the, energy slime stolen, somehow acquired illegally from my research facility in the main mega base. How did he do that? Like that's a pretty slick heist that he pulled off there. Oh, I love that the lodestones are now cheap to craft with iron. Like, yeah, that's such a cool block. It looks really cool. It looks really nice. I like it, and it's like blends in well with the smooth stone. So I enjoy this. So yeah. So castle changes, castle improvements. A big dig under the Prismarine farms finished, and I'm working on a new build underground the island base, and that's what's been happening. That's this update. Thank you for watching.